Good morning. How is everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I've been on here. There's not any reason in particularly, but I decided to do a video today. It's 10:10 where I am in Chicago. Everybody make a wish. I just believe in numbers. And it's February 21st today. My mom passed on the 21st, so it's another good number. Um, Life for me hasn't really been too bad since the last time I've been on here. It's just that I've been doing other things. I started making spiritual candles, which I really love doing. It's just so peaceful to sit there and make candles. I don't know why, just watching the wax melt or, doing the scents. I just love making candles and I do it really well. So, anybody need a candle or want to purchase a candle, you get at me if you have my information or contact stuff. So, anyways, anywho, today I decided to talk to you guys about being fed up. That's the name of the poem, actually, that I had found in my little stash. And lately there's been like some stuff happening in my life, not bad stuff, because shit, life shows up and it happens, it is what it is. That's how I feel about it today. But sometimes things will happen in your life and you don't necessarily know how to get through what you're going through at that time, if that makes sense. So some stuff happened. I'm not even going to talk about it. I just want to talk about how it was making me feel, which wasn't good. It was like a lot of negative energy in my body, like hatred. And I never, I love people and hate them at the same time, but not to the point just because I don't understand everybody. And I just wish everyone would be righteous and do the right thing and just be a good person. But I've come to realize it's not like that. And I know, negative and positive energy and balance and all this stuff, but we don't have to like hurt each other to, grow in our spiritual or physical life. So the way I was feeling was just like fed up. I'm trying to explain myself. My point isn't being understood. And I'm just like, how do people think like this? Like, am I crazy? I mean, I'm crazy, like the normal crazy, but like just some stuff doesn't make sense. And I'm the type of person that I'm going to try to make sense out of it. Like, I'm going to try to see the good out of the bad. Even though the situation is probably horrific, I'm like, okay, so what was the reason? Like, universe, or, why did I have to go through this? Or what was the point? Or what was the goodness out of this? Because I'm confused and I need help because I don't understand. And it's just, I just was getting fed up. And a lot of times we do it to ourselves. Like, I'm a giver. Like, I'll give, give, give until I have nothing. Well, not nothing today because I learned how to, balance that out. But I will give, I will help, I will do for other people. But there comes a point in time where you're like, okay, your hand been like this, like, do you ever give back or do you ever give to others? Not even giving back to me, but just what's your giveness? Or I don't even know if that's a word it is today. But I just, in a taker, I've come to realize a taker will not understand the concept of a giver being fed up because they're not used to giving. They're used to taking. They're on the other side of the fence, spectrum, whatever you want to call it. But, I just was like, so I was talking to somebody and I was just like, I'm mad, I'm angry, I don't understand like why this stuff is happening to me, da 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 da. I do this, and then bam. And they're like, well, if you're not doing things from the bottom of your heart, you shouldn't do them or whatever. And or you should just look at it like you are doing it from the bottom of your heart and just forget about it. And I said, there are a lot of things that I do from my heart, from my spirit, or my soul. The problem is when you speak to somebody or you guys have a conversation and you come up with a plan, you know, and the plan falls through, not because of you, but because the other person didn't stick to the plan. And then they're looking at you like you're crazy because you don't understand what happened or why they did what they did or why the situation turned out the way it did. And now you're dumbfounded. Like you get fed up. So I learned that talking to a lot of people, like first getting off my chest that I'm not crazy and no, you're not a bad person, which I didn't feel like I was. Just, the certain situations that have been happening lately have been, driving me insane and driving me towards like hating people. And I don't want to be like that. It's not good to be like that. I mean, you can dislike somebody's characters or personalities, but it's not good to have hatred because it only causes like anger and animosity inside of you, like your cells, your organs, and you don't know it's destroying you, but it is. I had to call somebody this morning, like, look, I know we don't even talk, but I need help, okay? Because this feeling in my little body is not good. And I need to get it off my chest because I don't want to die, because something's killing me on the inside and I haven't got it out externally. So I felt way better and I told her, I was like, look, I'm going to do a YouTube video today, because, I'm feeling good or whatever. My poetry, she was like, yeah, do that because poems make you feel good. And, I was like, okay, as soon as I get off this phone, that's what I'm going to do. So here I am with you guys. I feel a lot better, my energy, like just talking to her about the situation, like I feel 100% lighter. Like, I went to the gym this morning and everything, but I still had that weight, that energy, that negative energy weighing down on my shoulders, on my whole aura. And after I spoke to her, I was just like, you know what? Thank you. Really thank you because I didn't know, like, I don't talk to a lot of people because, you talk to other people and then that's like ammunition for them, to fire at you. Don't ask me why, but that's just the way, some of these humans operate today. So it's like hard to find somebody that you can just get something off your chest, talk about it, and leave it there and let it go because that's all we need to do as people. We just let me vent to you for 1 minute. I don't even really need your opinion, but if you got some advice, I could take it or leave it or whatever. But I just need you to listen. Just listen. I don't need you to go run behind my back like this is a situation she was having and da 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 da. No, it doesn't need to be like that. Just let me drop this off. Whatever you do with it, I don't know how you disintegrate it, but just take care of that for me because I'm having trouble with it right now. So I just really appreciate her. And she stayed on the phone with me for, I think, like almost an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, you know. And it was just like, it was really good. And I hope you guys have, people in your life that you could just talk to. And if you don't, let me tell you, I use people, oh my gosh. You be at the bus stop, at the gas station, I don't care where we're at. Do not ask me how my day is going and I'm having a fucked up day. Because tag, you're it. I am going to tell you the truth. People be like, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. No, me, let me tell you what happened. So, do. And that's just the way I am. I'm going to explain how my day is really going. So, you better just say hi and keep it moving because I will use people not like, in a bad way, but just you crossed my path and it was meant for me to get this off my chest. You asked me how my day was going, even though you may have not meant to really ask me how my day was going and you just wanted me to say, okay, fine. Be careful what you say because you might get what you asked for. And what you asked for was how my day was going. And I'm going to tell you. So, the other thing that I want to talk about, that was just like, situations and being fed up. Work. Being fed up at work. Um, I'm a nurse, Yeah, registered nurse. I work in the ER. I love my job. I'm an ER nurse to the fullest. You ask anybody who has worked with me, that's where I belong, in the ER. I love the ER. I love working in, it's chaotic and there's chaos, but it's organized most of the time. Um, Not knowing what you're gonna get and then just happen to be prepared for it is like something I like. But it's just I'm in charge right now at the current hospital that I'm at. But sometimes it can be difficult because I like everything to be smooth sailing. Like I tell my manager all the time, let me tell you something. If there's a nurse who has an attitude or she doesn't want to be here today, I'm fine with that. I would rather work short with positive energy than to work with a full staff and have negative energy because it's only going to bring the rest of us down anyway. So, what's the point? And it's like ever since COVID, people don't want to work. Like they're there, but they're not there. And I'm like, wow, like just I'm there. I'm on the inside. I'm inside the building, but I'm just like I don't feel like I'm with anybody. And it's just hard because they're like, you move too fast. You doing this. You 5 seconds ahead, and I'm like, time is of the essence. Everything's an emergency. Like you really don't have time. We only have 12 hours, and I like to try to do all that I can in the time that I'm given. So just like you, I get to work on time, preferably early. So around 18:45 is when I get to work and I leave work on time. I'm scheduled 7 to 7. Now, people don't understand if you get to work at 7 o'clock, I'm ready to go. So yes, I have my coat on. All my stuff is done. I'm not trying to get vitals. I'm not trying to give last medications. Everything is done. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for you to take over. Okay. So when you come in and you sit down, I got to run to the back and put my belongings up. And then you come out talking about you got to wipe down the computer and do this. And then some people come late, 7:10, 7:15 with a coffee. I'm confused. And then you want me to give you a report, a whole report about what's going on with the team you supposed to pick up, and you drinking coffee. No, 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 honey. That caffeine should give you a little boost so you can read this chart better. Because I get there on time and I want to leave on time. That's just respect, you know. And then it's just like little things they always, oh, what about this? What about, like, you could figure it out. If you took 1 second, not even two, 1 second to think, how could I do this? Or maybe can do this a different way. Or, nobody thinks anymore. There's like, you have to be told, and you have to be told verbatim what to do, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, and then you want to know why you doing it. Please, just go away. Just read the chart. Just leave me alone. Make it make sense. Because I'm trying to keep this position until my contract is up. But people will take you there. They will have you fed up. But it's okay. Because as long as you keep, it'll be okay. But work, taking care of people, the patients, they really like cherish you. Like when you're a good person, when you just change them, when wipe clean them up, wipe their areas when they can't do it because they're dependent on somebody else to do it. Or if you're that nurse that, you don't let your patient sit in urine and stuff like that 2, 3, 4 hours. You don't go back and check on them, screaming and hollering, the sheets off. If you're a nurse that is proactive, it makes life so much easier in the emergency department, just in life generally speaking. Like just doing the little extra. Like when my patients get there, everybody know my bed is set up, the chucks are on the bed, The lab stuff is by the bedside. The EKG machine is there. The AccuCheck machine is there. The stuff is on the monitor. The gown is there. We're ready to go. I'm not gonna be, oh, go get this, go get that, go, because half the time nobody know where shit is anyway. So it's like, so when I have stuff, and if you come in there from a nursing home, you are getting stripped. Yes, I want to see everything because they come with bed sores, objects you don't even know, the G tube pulled out. It's like you should check your patient from head to toe. If they're not able to talk, if they come from a nursing home, if there's something going on with their bottom, why do you keep the patient fully dressed? The doctor come in there and now they still got to get undressed because the doctor got to check the rectum, but they got to step out the room so the patient can get undressed and then come back. And they probably went to see another patient. But if you were being a good nurse or just a good person, you would have already said, you know what? Take this off. Here's a gown. Grab you a warm blanket. The doctor be in to check. Woo, 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 woo. You know what it is. You've been doing this for too long. Make it make sense. But maybe that's the reason why I'm there, not just there at that particular hospital, but just where I am at that particular moment at any given time, if that makes sense. Um, so today, my poem Fed Up. I wrote this poem. What's the year? 2023. So I wrote this poem actually in 2018. So I have a lot of poems, and at first I was like, they don't want to hear me talk about poems, like that I wrote a long time ago or just a couple years ago. But I said it doesn't even matter because growth is growth. We all grow at different ages, different stages, different rages, different paces. So you might get something out of what I had to say or write in 2018 right now in 2023 because that's when it's being presented to you. And everything happens on the time that it's supposed to happen, even though we may not like the time or pick the time. It's going to happen when it's time to happen. You got me? Okay, good. All right. So today the poem is called Fed Up. And we'll just get started. Let me wet my lips a little bit. Okay. So fed up. Another day alive. Another day to question why. Another day to fight my thoughts and the tears from filling my eyes. What is my purpose if in the end I'm destined to die? Every day is a struggle and I feel like I'm living a lie. The fear of the unknown and not knowing which way to go. An emotional roller coaster when things start to have a steady flow. So exhausted by the pain, I swear life is driving me insane. Alive but a walking zombie, trying to figure it out at the same time, maintain. I want to lay down, sleep, be at peace with my mind. Maybe in the next life I won't be alone and there'll be more of my kind. The thoughts, emotions, and feelings that float around in this brain, it's too much to deal with. Just light the fire after pouring on the propane. Who understands me? Who can relate? Who's standing by my side? A trillion individuals in this world, but no one to join me for this ride. A grandmother who left me, knowing damn well she was the only one I had. 2 long years without you. I'm still the same, angry, mad, and sad. I want all the responsibilities and worries to go away too. How much longer do I have to live in hell, not knowing what to do? I'm walking, talking, and breathing, but slowly dying inside. Stay to myself because others try to steal my self pride. It's such a struggle trying to figure everything all out. How do you continue to survive when your well being is full of doubt? A world where people are content with making others lose hope. 28 months clean and sober. Some days I want to return to the dope. Will this feeling of being hurt so often ever disappear? Every day is dark and lonely. Will it eventually become clear? Trying to stay focused, not thinking about the torment going on internally. I know I'm in shape and beautiful, but that's all you see externally. Being a single parent, working and going to school all at the same time, always feeling like I'm falling, but get up every day to continue to climb. Feeling like my children and dog are the only ones in my corner. I've been an American my whole entire life, but I actually feel like a foreigner. I'm so tired of living like this, and quite frankly, I don't want it anymore. It feels like the bad outweighs the good, and it's been a 35-year war. What am I good for? Why am I here? What's the purpose of my story? Raise these kids until they are grown? Is that the reason to maintain my respiratory? I don't want to continue like this, and I despise the racing thoughts. Trying to keep a smile and be kind to others because you get more with honey than salt. I'm scared of humans, knowing that they're destined to hurt me some point down the line. I need a mental makeover, a change in my mind, some type of interior design. What is it going to take in order for me to be happy and have a trustworthy friend? Someone I can share secrets with without hesitation and don't have to pretend. Will I ever wake up feeling good that my breath is still carrying on? Or do I live in misery until it's my time to go and I'm dead and gone? When my seeds are grown, my job is done, so I no longer have to be here. I'm the strongest person they have, so leaving them would be my biggest fear. So much confusion, so much frustration. I wish it would all just go away. Tired of men and how they treat me and how they throw me in the garbage when they're finished with the buffet. One day it will get better. It has to. My life will be happy sooner or later. Protect my mind, protect my heart, protect my soul because there are so many haters. Believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see. A wise woman said that, and that's what my grandmother said to me. I sweat the small things, and too often I give too much. I need to slow down, I go too fast, and everything doesn't have to be in a damn rush. Nana didn't raise a fool, and I have to remember the things she used to say. She's up there watching me, making sure I find my way. Even the days I want to give up, I look in the sky at my spiritual mentor for reassurance that I am chosen to be the one and only Amore the Poet, pound 24. So, guys, I know life is difficult and I know you get fed up. Work, school, home, the kids, you get fed up and it's okay. You can get fed up. You're allowed to get fed up. But take a moment and, regroup. Talk to somebody, write it out, do something that makes yourself not fed up with yourself. Don't get fed up with yourself because as long as you can deal with yourself, you have control on what to deal with that's on the outside of yourself. You either choose to be there or you don't. But as long as you take care of this, everything else will fall in place. So you won't have to worry about that. But I totally understand and I can relate with being fed up. But don't you ever get so fed up that you give up. Because giving up is not an option. So remember, stay strong. And I'll see you soon because there's a lot of people saying, Fallon, you haven't did a poem in a minute, you haven't did a video. And my mom used to always tell me, you're helping somebody. So never stop doing these videos. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll still help somebody because I have a video out here to help somebody. With saying that, I love you. And remember, it's okay to get fed up, but never give up. Until next time, Amore the Poet, pound 24.